you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Hello, welcome to Relax the Podcast. Thanks for listening this week. If you're watching, you might be confused because we're in a completely different location.
Bless
Maybe
you.
I should start again because I just sneezed.
No, it's fine. People sneeze. We're
at the beginning of the podcast. I'm starting out the podcast with a sneeze. I feel
we're
like it's so rude.
You're catching us on vacation here.
Ha! We are not on vacation. We are at my brother's house, actually. My brother,
true.
Christopher Ballinger, his wife, Jessica Ballinger.
That would make her your sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law. And one of my besties. She just had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this episode comes out, I hope the world knows. If not, I'm going to have to edit that out. But I think the world will know by Wednesday that my sister-in-law had a baby. And we are here watching their 5 children and our child and their dog.
Mm-hmm.
So we are tired. I have a newfound respect for my brother and sister-in-law.
Yeah, walking in someone else's shoes, so to speak.
Yeah, I thought I was tired before.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. But
yeah, currently there are, including our child, 6 children here under our control. I wouldn't say control.
No, they're not. We are under their control.
We are, yeah.
And a dog, a puppy,
and
a large puppy.
2 unborn children.
And 2 unborn children in my womb. So we are, this is going to be a very interesting episode. In fact, since we came here, this is very abrupt, having babies, you can't really plan it out too much. We're like, we were kind of on call to come help. And so we're here. We're so excited to be here. We're so excited for the baby to be born. But since we're here and this is where we're recording the podcast this week, I thought, why don't we include these kiddos in the podcast? So you might be hearing us chat to each one individually. We'll see what happens. I have no idea what to expect for this podcast. And that's kind of how our life is right now, living at this house. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. So
a nephew or a niece could walk in.
By the way, we're not being horrible caretakers right now. They're at the park with grandma and grandpa. That we can film this intro.
They're all tethered to trees in the backyard.
Yeah, pretty much. No, they're at the park with grandma and grandpa. So anyway, let's get started. Do you have a Who Needs to Relax this week, Lovey?
Colleen, I do.
What needs to relax?
The concept of slime as a toy.
Ah, yes.
This is something now being a parent. Who was like, well, let's give kids slime. Did you ever play with slime as a child? Has that been like? I guess there was kind of
silly putty and gack. Do you remember gack?
I do remember gack, but gack kind of stayed together, right?
Kind of. No, it got second carpets and things, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But yes.
Well, even then, who was like, let's have children play with this substance?
I don't know. I think it's a horrible idea. I do not approve.
I did I ran into a Target. Mm-hmm. And I did like a full-on comics like slip, like if I wasn't pushing a cart, I would have fallen right on my back. Mm-hmm. I stepped inside. I'm gonna have my brother insert a photo of, if you're watching, of the bottom of my shoe after stepping in this slime, and it's still in there. It's still in the shoe, I think permanently. And I just wondered who was like this. This is a good idea. Who's like in the pitch meeting at the toy company?
Yeah,
being like, parents will buy this for their children, and it'll ruin everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of slime. And in fact, there was a big era of YouTube where it was like, make slime.
That's what I'm saying. Was it just for that? Was this only marketed to YouTubers to take baths in? Surely you've taken a bath in this stuff.
I have taken a bath in slime, but I don't think that was a trend. I think I'm just weird and I did it as Miranda. Like, it wasn't a trend? Not that I know of. I don't think it was a trend to take a bath in slime.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen like slime packaged in like a Michael's craft store, let's say.
Yes.
With like a YouTuber
Jojo
on
has
it.
one. Jojo's
being like, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, and this is my slime.
Yeah.
Jojo, I understand though, because she's like, she's a Nickelodeon, I'm not going to say property, but she's
star, Nickelodeon star.
Yeah. So it makes sense because they do the whole sliming thing at their award show. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been slimed?
I've never been slimed. I have won a Teen Choice Award.
Is that where they slime people, or is that like a Nickelodeon?
That's Nick. Oh wait, I got them wrong. Teen Choice is not.
So you just wanted to.
Kids Choice is the slime one.
Wanted to fit that in there.
I just wanted to be angry about my Teen Choice Award because I won it and they never sent it to me. That's Who Needs to Relax. I shouldn't even go into this. I should tell my actual Who Needs to Relax, but instead I'm going to do this. I won a Teen Choice Award, and I was on tour, and it was like, I don't even remember what it was for, like best comedy YouTuber or something like that. I don't remember.
That makes sense.
But I was on tour, and they televised. Jason Derulo actually was the one who's like, oh, and Colleen Ballinger. And I think he said my name wrong. I can't remember. But they showed a video of me.
Jason Derulo, famous from the Cats movie. Jason Derulo?
Yeah, that Jason Derulo.
Uh-huh.
And there's like a clip of me winning it. And they just say that I won it because I wasn't there, obviously, to accept the award because I was on tour. I had no idea I was going to win it. And then I was waiting for my surfboard. I grew up watching like Britney Spears and NSYNC, like all these people win a surfboard. And I was like, I want a surfboard. Like that's huge. That's a really exciting thing.
Could we find the clip of Derulo?
Yeah,
saying,
it's on YouTube.
Saying your name?
It's on YouTube. Let's see if we have it,
If
Chris.
we have it, Chris, put it in here.
So let me tell everybody that your choice web star comedy is Colleen Ballinger from Miranda Sings.
So yeah, I won. And I was so excited, and I waited and waited and waited for this surfboard to arrive.
Oh man, that would look so cool in our house.
I know. This is what I'm saying. I'm not like Britney Spears and NSYNC who are like, another surfboard, throw it in the trash. I'm like, this is my only opportunity to ever win an award.
I
like
would
this.
give
like,
it prime display.
Like my Streamy Award is my only award that I have that I like, and I display that.
Still very cool.
I display that queen. But anyway, so I had my agent call them and be like, hey, where's your surfboard? After it'd been like probably a year, 6 months. I don't know. It was a long time. And they're like, oh, well, we don't give out surfboards to the categories that aren't aired on television. And my agent was like, what? But it was aired on television. And we sent them the clip and we're like, can she have her surfboard? And they were like, oh, we don't give them to internet influencers. But I had friends who received them who are internet influencers. And I was like, I am so confused. Why am I not getting this surfboard? I really want this stupid surfboard. And then it became very aware. We all became like, all of us YouTubers became very aware that they started using YouTubers and internet people in their award shows to promote their award shows so that we would, because we had like millions of followers. Mm-hmm. And so all these people with millions of followers are being like, vote for me, watch the show. Oh my gosh, I'm nominated. Whereas people, famous people like Britney Spears and such are not going to be like, make sure to watch the Teen Choice Awards. I got nominated for something. Like they don't care because it's every day for them. But for us, it was such a big deal that we would like promote the crap out of it to millions and millions. It was free promotion just to nominate us. But then they'd either not air our category or wouldn't give us the Teen Choice Award surfboards. So there's only a couple YouTubers who actually have received it. So unless you see a YouTuber like be handed it and they're holding it on television, they don't get it. And
then they probably ask for it back, like backstage. I wouldn't let go
sure.
of it. And now I wonder if anyone listens to this podcast that makes surfboards. Mm-hmm. Like you've won this thing, you've earned it. I think we should just get one made.
Is that not cringy though? Like to be like,
not to me.
Make my own award. That's
whatever.
Very Miranda.
You won it. Yeah, let's make it. Let's get a surfboard. If anyone makes them like commissioned, like to look just like the ones you win at the Teen Choice Awards.
I don't know. But that's. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know.
Why you won it?
I'm sure I'll never get nominated for Teen Choice Award again after like talking about it. But like, I think it's kind of slimy. Speaking of slime, to be like, we're going to nominate all these people to promote the crap out of our show.
You didn't even show up. You didn't even show up to the award show.
Because I thought there was no way I would win. And so then when I did, I was so excited. And I was like, but what did I win? I won nothing. I won promoting their show.
I think that's a lot of cred.
I don't know. I'm very honored that I got to win. I'm so excited that so many people voted for me and whatever. But like, also, I think a lot of those award shows have nothing to do with the voting. Oh my gosh, am I grumpy? Why am I being so rude?
What has to do with that?
The Kids' Choice Awards, Teen Choice Awards. I mean,
do the kids choose?
This is my opinion. This is not
called
fact.
Kids' Choice because the kids choose?
They say that.
Are you telling these kids that their votes don't matter?
This is an opinion. This is not fact.
Okay.
So this is not a true statement. This is not, please don't take my word for this. I'm sure this is not true probably, but this is my opinion. Yes, I think that the votes do not matter.
On all award shows?
I don't know about all. I know that Teen Choice and Kid Choice, I don't think they matter very much.
What do you mean? It's just like the PR
because,
machine behind.
Well, in my personal experience with my Teen Choice Award, I did not know I was going to win. No one told me.
You seem pretty bitter, but you won.
No, I'm not bitter that I won.
So you cheated?
No.
So you don't deserve this surfboard.
No. Listen. I'm saying with my Teen Choice Award, I was not told that I was going to win. But I know all my friends who have won like Kids' Choice Awards or Teen Choice Awards, they're told before they go.
Oh.
So like they know they're going to win before they go. I'm not going to say, I don't want to like out anyone.
You don't have that many friends. Like I'm sure
that's actually true.
Can narrow it down.
But I just mean like YouTuber people that I know that I'm friends with are like, no, they're told like you need to go.
Because you're winning.
And also you have to ask permission to slime them. Like you can't just slime someone. You have to be like, hey, you're going to get slimed. This is where you stand to get slimed.
There's like
am I just like, is this like saying
there's like a discllaimer to be slimed that you have to sign?
I don't know about that. I've never been slimed, but I'm saying like, I know that there's like a mark you have to hit to get the slime to hit you. So I know that like,
but they always seem so surprised.
But these are not facts. This is my opinion. This is what I'm assuming based on the information I have gathered. I'm not bitter that I won. I think it's so cool that I won. I'm very grateful, but like, what did I win? What did I win?
But so you're saying if you win an award, but you don't get a physical award, it doesn't count?
Yeah, I guess so.
So if I were to call you Mother of the Year, you need some sort of trophy.
Yeah, I don't have a trophy. It's just something nice you said about me. So I appreciate.
So it's just Nickelodeon said nice.
No,
not Nickelodeon.
It wasn't. I don't know who does. I think it's VH1 or something. I don't know, but I think it's Jason Derulo. Thank you for saying that I got the best.
It's like he gave you a compliment on television one time.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's really nice.
Love, let's get you that surfboard. Let's just buy a surfboard and paint it.
Well, it's always different every year, so you'd have to go back and figure out.
What year was it that you won?
I don't remember. Yeah. I have no idea. So that was that's my Who Needs to Relax. But no hate towards anyone. I'm not mad. I'm just being petty right now. I'm very grateful that I got to do it at all. And that I got nominated at all and that I won. That's super cool. But like, I don't know. I think it's because I grew up watching people win surfboards and like the Moon Man, like the music video awards. It's like you grew up watching that.
It's
and
like golden popcorn for the movie awards. Yeah.
And so then you
imagine having one of those. It'd be pretty cool.
And so then you get older and you're like, I won one. That's something I watched my whole life. All my icons and like everyone I loved won one of those. And I won one. Like it was so exciting. And then to knock it out, I was like, that's kind of a bummer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not like mad that I won. I think it's cool. I think a little stingy on their part to be cutting corners on the physical awards to give out to the winners. And just to get the promotion, the free promotion is what I think. But I've just honestly, if any award show ever listens to this podcast, they'll be like, never nominate her for anything. Not that I think I'd ever get nominated for anything.
Or they'll know, hey, we got to give her the actual thing.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to take a little break for a second to say thank you to our first sponsor of the day. I was trying to sound as beautiful as possible.
Pretty beautiful.
First sponsor is, of course, Blue Land. Let's talk about it.
You feeling clean?
I feel so clean. All right. So you're eating clean. That's good. But are you cleaning clean?
You're all about clean eating and clean cleaning.
Clean cleaning. You might not know it, but we may be eating a credit card's worth of plastic each week, thanks to the tons and tons of single-use plastic we throw out. Blue Land is trying to fix that. We always feel so guilty about how much plastic we use and go through in our house. And so it makes us feel a little bit better knowing that we are not contributing to the overuse of plastic just with our cleaning products, at least, which is wonderful.
Yeah, I desperately try and recycle everything. Even if it looks like the slightest bit recyclable, it's going in the recycling.
Well, and usually, trying to live a life with less plastic, it's kind of complicated in the world we live in. So it's nice that they make it so simple for you to like be a little bit greener in this world that really needs it. Blue Land was founded on the belief that a cleaner planet starts at home. It's a simple idea. Buy the bottle once, refill it forever. No more plastic waste. Just fill Blue Land's beautiful Instagrammable bottles with warm water, pop in one of the hand soap or spray cleaner tablets, and within minutes you have powerful and effective cleaning products in the most incredible scents like rose bergamot and lily mint. Come on. Who doesn't want rose bergamot?
Are you saying that right?
Probably not.
I don't know that I've never heard that word.
I think I actually am. And I think that like I sound really fancy. So I'm just saying. Blueland also has convenient laundry and dishwasher tabs that come in chic and compact refillable metal containers instead of big, bulky, disposable plastic tubs. Blueland's stunning high quality forever bottles start at just $10 when you buy a kit and are meant to be reused forever with money-saving refill tablets that start at just $2. Come on. It's super hard. That's one of the biggest reasons it's hard to like get away from like plastic use because it's like, it feels so expensive to go completely green.
Yeah.
And they make it.
More companies should start doing this where you like, reusable things. You just buy the thing inside.
Exactly. So cut the plastic waste without sacrificing clean. Get Blueland. You'll love it and the planet will thank you. Truly, this has been a big help for us, especially Erik. This is so Erik's jam. He was so excited when we got to...
I'm into cleaning.
I would say he's into cleaning, but he cleans a lot. And so it's nice to know that... It's
fun for me.
While you're cleaning the house, you're also cleaning the earth. You know what I mean?
Hey.
It's kind of nice.
That's how I look at it.
That's how I look at it. Right now, you can get 15% off your first order when you go to blueland.com/relax. That's 15% off your first order of any products Blueland orders at blueland.com/relax. Blueland.com/relax. Go check that out. Okay, you guys, now I have a special little guest sitting next to me. My nephew, Parker, has replaced my husband, Erik. Hi, Parker.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Parker said he was very, very excited to be on the podcast today.
I am.
So, Parker, I'm going to ask you some questions here, okay? I have a list of questions I'm going to ask you. First of all, how old are you?
I am 8.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd.
And what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
And what's your favorite activity or activities? Like, what are your favorite things to do?
Crafts and gymnastics and being with my family.
Oh, me too. Now, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you know?
No.
That's okay.
I want to be a dad.
You want to be a dad?
Yeah.
That's a great answer. You're going to be such a good dad, I think. You're really good at taking care of your siblings and playing with Flynn. And yeah, I just think you're going to be amazing. Now, we are here right now at your house. Well, I am here at your house because your mom just had a baby, right?
Yep.
Isn't that so exciting? So exciting. So here's the question for you, Mr. Parker. I want to know all about birth. And I think the internet might want to know about birth. And I feel like he's giving me a look of terror. I feel like you know a lot about birth because you saw a birth.
Yeah, but that was like 2 years ago.
You got to watch your brother's birth, right? Lukey. So Parker was there when Luke was born.
Yeah. So what happened? Can I tell the story of
Yeah, of course.
So what happened is, so in the morning, my mom woke all of us up and I was like, "Are you having a baby?" And everyone else was like, "I don't want to wake up."
That sounds like me.
Besides Duncan. And Jacob was like, I guess I'll get up.
I think they were all excited. It was just really early. Sometimes it's hard to get excited when you're asleep.
6:30.
Yeah. So then what happened?
So then we drove to the hospital and she was 5 centimeters dilated.
Oh my gosh.
I think she was 5 centimeters dilated. And then they broke her water.
They did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they broke her water.
Okay.
And then there was a lot of it.
Did you watch that happen?
Yes, I did, but I don't really remember it.
You watched them break her water? Okay, and so then what happened?
And then we were like, oh no one's going to get the kids during the birth. So the whole entire time she was like in the hospital waiting to have the baby, we were just taking a photo.
You were doing what?
We were taking photos.
Oh, you're doing photo booth.
Yes.
So no one was available to come pick you up, is what you're saying.
And then Sarah came.
But you wanted to watch the birth, right? Before that, you knew you wanted to watch.
I knew I wanted to watch, but I was hoping no one would come. But then Sarah came. Then it was push time. And then they were like, okay, who wants to go with her?
And who wants to stay?
And me, Jacob, and Bailey, all of us wanted to stay. So,
And what was that like for you? I think that's so cool that you got to experience
I
that.
cried.
You did. I love the video. There's a video of the birth of his little brother, Lukey, from 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago now. And that was what got me the most is when you started, like got teary eyed when Luke was born, but seeing your reaction and how you were just so sweet and you were so just,
I was
so happy.
Like, I remember seeing that. Like I can picture that in my head.
What, him being born?
Yes. And me crying and like the nurse looking at us like really happy and stuff happening. So,
not a lot of kids get to watch a birth. And in fact, I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to watch a birth. I don't know about that. But you really wanted to.
I really wanted to. You know why?
Why?
Because it was my brother.
Yeah.
And like that is that's like the most happy feeling. That was like one of the most happy feelings I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Getting to watch your brother be born?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Was it what you thought it would be like, or was it different?
I did not imagine the placenta being as big as it was.
The placenta surprised you?
The placenta was like this big.
So the placenta is the thing that surprised you, not the birth.
And I didn't even know that the placenta was even a thing.
You didn't know about the placenta?
No.
Well, I think it's so cool. I think it should be, I think a lot of kids should be able to see a birth if they want to, because it's so cool. It's such a cool learning experience. And sometimes people think it's like gross or weird or whatever to watch a birth. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's so cool. And I think it's awesome that you guys all wanted to see it. Now, do you remember if your mom was in pain at all? Like, because I mean, having a baby is kind of hard and sometimes painful.
I remember she had like ice
packs?
Ice packs on her forehead and on her eyes.
And did she, but that didn't, you knew it was all because it was all normal and safe. It didn't like scare you or anything. You were like, you knew that it was all part of the birth and she was okay, right? That's good. Yeah. And then so the birth happened and the placenta freaked you out. Did it freak you out or just surprised you?
No, it just surprised me. I didn't know that was a thing.
Did you? Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret right now.
Okay.
So I know what a placenta is because obviously I know what a placenta is, but I didn't know much about placentas before I got pregnant with Flynn. And I had never really seen a placenta. Like I seen sort of pictures of it and stuff, but not really. And when I gave birth to Flynn, well, here's the secret. Your mom's placenta is the first placenta I've ever seen. Like it's the only placenta I've seen of someone I know. I didn't want to see mine. So I gave birth to Flynn and then I birthed the placenta and they put it in a big bucket and they put it in a big bucket and they're like, do you want to see it? And I was like, nope. And they left with it. And I didn't even look at it. I wasn't even curious. But when your mom had the baby, your dad texted me a picture of the placenta. That's how he told me that Teddy was born, your new brother. That's how I found out he was born, is I just got a picture of a placenta. So I didn't even want to see my placenta when Flynn was born, but I've seen your mom's placenta.
Wait, I have a question about the twins. So do you have 2 placentas?
Yeah. So I'm going to give birth to 2 babies and 2 placentas. Unless I have a C-section, then they'll take out 2 babies and 2 placentas. Isn't that crazy?
Well, you will still have 2 placentas and 2 babies if you...
Yeah, both ways. I would have 2. There's no version of my birth that will not include 2 babies and 2 placentas. Every version of my birth will have 2 babies and 2 placentas. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different types of twins. And the type I have, they each have their own. But some types of twins, they share a placenta. But my type of twins, they each have their own. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what a placenta does?
It gives the baby nutrients.
That's right. It's what feeds the baby. It's connected to, do you know what it's connected to? It's connected to their tummy.
Oh, it's connected to the umbilical cord.
That's right. Yeah. So that's how, and that's another thing I didn't know. I learned so much when I got pregnant. I was like, where's the umbilical cord attached to? Like me? I thought it was attached to me somehow, but it's attached to the placenta. I didn't know anything.
So are you going to see your placentas for the twins?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just keep it like a fact of my life that the only placenta I will have ever seen is your mother's. What do you think of that?
Okay.
Okay. So we are very excited to meet little Teddy. He's coming soon, right? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to know what your experience was, because I think I don't know if you know this, but it's really rare and it's really unique that you have seen a live birth, that you've watched your mom's birth at your age. Most kids have not seen a live birth in person. Did you know that? You're really special in that way. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Most kids your age have not seen a live birth.
Well, I was like 5. So.
I don't think, well, how old are you? You're 8?
I was like 6. I was 6.
Yeah.
I was 6.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think you were 6.
Yeah, I was 6.
I don't remember.
I was 6.
But
because the next birthday I had, I was 7.
Well, not many 6-year-olds have, I can't think of any. I don't think there are many 6-year-olds who've seen a birth. So it makes you very special. So I have a few other questions for you, just because I think you might have some interesting answers here. Okay. If you could describe yourself, Parker, in 3 words, what would those 3 words be? Can you think of 3 words? If I were to describe you in 3 words, I would say energetic as one of the words, talented. The last one would be like fun or happy or something like that. I don't know. I can't think of a third one. It's hard to pick, but can you think of any words how would you describe you? What do you think? He's thinking. It's a hard decision.
Oh, I've got 3 words. Okay. But they can go in one sentence.
That's fine. Okay.
Can do gymnastics.
That's great. Now, can you describe me in 3 words? What would you say about me? I am nervous to know whatever you're about to say.
Pregnant with twins.
That is very true. That is a good description of me right now, because I feel like it's my whole life. So that was very good. Good job, Parker. Okay. I wanted to know, do you know any jokes or riddles that you wanted to say today? Any jokes or riddles or anything?
I just learned a joke, but it's not like basically everyone knows this joke.
What is it? Maybe some people don't. You don't know how many people are listening. Maybe they don't know this joke. Let's hear it.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken? Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side. I get why it's funny, because like it makes no sense.
So you get it, and what you get is that it makes no sense.
Yes.
Okay. Usually when you tell jokes, it's better to if you don't have to explain them after. But I like that you explained it, actually.
I have another one.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Why can't the toilet paper cross the road?
I don't know. I've never heard this one. Why can't the toilet paper cross the road?
Because it'll get stuck in a crack.
Oh, that's a good one. Did you think of that?
No, I've heard it.
That's a good one, Parker. Do you know why that one is funny?
Because toilet paper goes in your
booty.
Yes.
And there's a crack there.
Also, toilet paper is thin, so.
Toilet paper what?
Is thin, so it gets stuck in some cracks.
So it could get stuck. Okay, I was not expecting that one. That was good. All right, and then the last question I have for you is, in your opinion, what is the best way to show someone you love them? What do you think? I'm just curious to know from your perspective as an 8-year-old, smart, talented, sweet boy, what do you think is a good way to show? There's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever you think is the best way to show someone you love them.
I don't know. There's a bunch of ways.
You can list a bunch of ways.
Well, saying I love you, giving them a card, crying when they leave.
Crying when they leave. Okay. That's true. Showing emotion and showing you're sad, like when you're not around them because you miss them, right? What else? Those are all great. So in Parker's order of the best way to show someone you love them is number 1, you tell them you love them. That's really good. 2, give them a card. And I just have to say, I've not received a card from you today, so I don't know if you love me. And 3,
I love you.
and 3, you cry when they leave.
And I probably will do that when you leave.
All right. Well, thanks for being with me today, Parker. This was so fun. Did you have fun being on the podcast?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to find one of your other siblings to come on the podcast now.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.
All right. So now I have Bailey, my niece here, my only niece. You're my only niece.
Hello.
Bailey is my kindred spirit. We are very similar, Bailey and I, aren't we, Bailey?
Yes.
We have a lot in common. She is currently the only girl in her generation, but I'm growing the second girl right now.
Yeah.
We have mostly boys in your generation, huh?
Yep.
So I want everyone to get to know you. So first, your name is Bailey. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13 years old. She's a teenager.
I'm going to be 14 in a few months.
In what month?
November.
Yeah, you are. November's my favorite month too, because I'm born in November as well. What grade are you in?
I am in 8th grade.
Oh my gosh. 8th grade. Yeah, I guess you are. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to be in high school next year. That's weird.
So weird. Oh my gosh. What's your favorite color? Do you have one?
Pink.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, why is she not answering? I thought it was pink. What's your favorite activity, hobbies, things to do? Just so we can get to know you a little.
Just like, you know what? I have a lot.
You do. You can list a few.
I like reading, writing, singing,
Theater.
theater.
Bailey played Annie right before the pandemic. She was Annie in Annie, and she was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
And since the pandemic, she has actually directed musicals and shows and stuff through Zoom with her friends. They're incredible performances. She's done tons of different performances through Zoom over the last year and a half. So I'm very impressed with you. It's very amazing. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you know?
I think a theater actress or an author or a detective.
Ooh, that's a wide range.
Yeah.
What makes you want to be a detective?
I don't know. I just like solving mysteries.
Oh, that's pretty fun. We are very similar. But I don't want to have to actually be a detective, but I love watching mysteries. And
Me too.
I love watching documentaries and trying to figure out what happened. And oh man, that's awesome. Okay. So I have a quick question for you. Now, I've told your brothers here that I am here, obviously, because your mom had a baby.
Yep.
And so you all three of you, Jake and Parker, are very unique and very special. I don't think you guys understand how rare this is. You've all seen a live birth, and you've actually seen it twice.
Yep.
You've watched 2 live births from your mom.
Yes.
Now, did you know that that's not common?
Yes, I did.
Because Parker was like, what? Yeah, it's not a common thing for a kid to watch a live birth. And you guys love it. And you guys realize and recognize how beautiful it is, how amazing it is, how strong and awesome people are who give birth are, like all that stuff, because you got to see it firsthand. So what was that experience like for you the first time, which was Duncan's birth?
I was kind of nervous.
You were?
Which is kind of ridiculous because I wasn't the one giving birth.
What were you nervous about?
I didn't like blood.
Oh, right.
So,
did you see blood?
Yes.
Did it freak you out a little bit?
Yes. But the most amazing thing was when I actually saw Duncan for the first time, and I was like, oh, you're so adorable. I saw his head and I was like, oh my gosh, there's actually a baby right there.
I know.
In front of me.
That's so cool.
After that, when the placenta was being delivered, I didn't look. I mean,
you didn't watch the placenta being delivered?
No.
Did you watch it with?
I think I closed my eyes for that part.
Did you watch it for the next
I
Lukey?
did, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Now, did you know? I don't know if I told you yet. Did you know that your parents? I did tell you this. Your parents sent me a picture of your mom's placenta. That's how I found
yes.
Yes. Did I show that to you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do that to my brothers someday.
Send them a picture of your placenta.
No, like while I'm in the middle of giving birth, I'm just like, here is a picture of my placenta.
It was a very hilarious way to find out that the baby had been born. Okay. Now, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be? This is a hard one. I always have a hard time with this one. What do you think?
Well,
Can you think of any? I think
unique.
Yes, that's a good one for you. I think you're very unique.
And fidgety.
I don't know if that's for your personality, but sure.
That describes me, like literally.
I wouldn't say fidgety. I would say active.
Moving.
Yes.
Always moving.
But active sounds like you like
moving.
Sports a lot. Which,
I don't.
Right. So maybe active's not the right word. What word would I use instead? Because I wouldn't say you're fidgety. You're just
imaginative.
Yes. Yes.
And creative.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Those are all great words to describe you.
And adventurous.
Mm-hmm. I would say that. I would definitely say imaginative. I feel like you have a really big imagination and you live in a total dreamland. And I feel like you've always been like that. When you were a baby, we used to all go like, what is she thinking about? What is she plotting? Because you always look like you're in your own world. Like you're just creating a fantasy in your mind at all times. It's so cool. I love that about you. So now, if you could describe me in 3 words, what would you say?
Amazing.
By the way, I'm not asking the kids this so that they'll compliment me. I thought it would be funny. Parker said pregnant with twins. So that was Parker's.
Amazing role model.
Oh, thank you.
Like you've always been my role model.
Oh,
like always.
Oh, I feel the same way about you. You're like my role model too. We're very similar. I think we're very, very similar. And I look up to you and your passion for theater and your ambition. And I just think you're the best. I think you're awesome.
Oh my God.
We think very similarly. We act very similarly. We get really passionate about things. Yesterday we were in the car singing theater songs and we were both so into it. I noticed at one point we were doing the same hand motion. I was like,
we were singing which song was it?
It was something from Wicked.
Loathing. It was Loathing, and then we would like look at each other at the same time and then look away.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was so fun though. I was like, no one else would do this with me. If I did this in the car with Erik, he'd be like, oh my gosh, you need to relax. Like, so no, I've always had a very special bond with Bailey. Even when I found out Bailey was going to be born, I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried.
Weren't you like in a musical?
I was in the last 5 years.
I thought it was Susical and you came in looking like a
Well, that's when you were born. But when I found out you were born, I was in the last 5 years. I was Kathy and I went to ice cream with your parents and they gave me a pair of panties with ants drawn all over them.
Oh my God.
Because we always joke that I would be called Auntie Panties. And so then they gave me that and I was like, what is this? And they're like, Auntie Panties. And I was like, uh-huh. And I didn't get it. It took me a long time. And then finally I got it and I just cried. I was so excited because you were the first one to be born of that generation. You made my parents' grandparents. You made me an aunt. So it was such a big, exciting deal that you were going to be born. I was so excited. And then when you were born, I was in Susical. And so my hair was all crazy because I was like a who and it was like twisty and wires in it sticking up. And my dad says that he was at the hospital before me. I think it was either your dad or my dad. A dad said that they couldn't see me walking down the hall, but they could just see the top, like through a door window. They could see like the top of my hair, like the wiry like braids that were sticking straight up, like a weird Hubert walking down the hospital. Because I went to the hospital dressed.
Oh my God.
My hair's still like that. My makeup's still like Susical, the musical. But yeah, it's so cool that there's another little musical theater lover in the family, just like me. But yeah, you're the best. What's your favorite musical? I could guess.
Oh gosh.
I know you love Hamilton. You're obsessed with Hamilton. I know you like Matilda.
I have like a million.
I know. It's hard to pick one, right?
It's like, I love Hamilton, and then Susical was the first one I ever saw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always been special to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Into the Woods.
Yes, same Z's.
And Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorites.
What's your dream? Do you have a dream role?
Oh, geez.
All of them?
Yes. Also, I would love to be, okay, this is kind of out there.
Okay.
But I would love to be Annabeth in the Lightning Thief musical.
Oh, I don't even think I know that one. Oh my gosh. You know more than I do because I don't even know what that
I've
is.
never seen it, but I've heard all the songs and I love them.
Really?
Yeah, I've read the book, like a whole bunch.
Wow. I've never even heard of it. All right. And then I have a sweet little question to end on here.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong answer. But in your opinion, in the opinion of Bailey Ballinger, what do you think is the best way to show someone that you love them? There's no right or wrong answer. You can say anything that you think like, oh, this would make me feel loved if someone did this, or this is how you show someone you love them. What do you think?
I don't know.
It's hard, huh? It's hard to think of a good thing.
I've always thought of a hug.
A hug? Yeah.
Like,
Jake said a hug too.
yes.
Yeah, hugs are great. One of Parker's was you cry when they leave. So,
oh, yeah.
to show someone you love them. But that was very sweet. I love you. I'll give you a hug. Well, thank you for being here, Bailey. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful I get to spend time with you. And also, I need to say thank you to someone else because I have a little sponsor happening. So let's say thank you to our next sponsor. Hey guys, did you know that in the last year, rates of anxiety and depression have doubled in the US?
I am proof.
I am too. These days, it can take weeks to get a traditional therapy appointment. And again, I am proof of that.
I am proof also.
Because I have been through it. My mental health journey this year has been wild. And getting a therapist was such a complicated, frustrating process for me. Until now. Cerebral is an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and more. I have all these things.
A charcuterie board of issues.
Of issues and
Well,
disorders.
They got the help you need.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had heard about this sooner because last year I went through it and I went through so many different therapists and doctors trying to figure out what was going on. And the waiting was so frustrating trying to figure out, what's going on with me? Why am I so sad? Why am I feeling this way? And then having to wait weeks, sometimes months to get an appointment with someone. It was so frustrating. I'm so jealous of anyone who
when you're feeling these things, there's like a sense of urgency.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I tried it out and it was very easy to use. You just go on, fill out this kind of questionnaire, what you're going through, and then they match you up with different people right away. Like instantly got an email, instantly like got an appointment for like the next day to talk to someone.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
It took me months. And he's like, he tried it out and he's like, oh yeah, I'm talking to him tomorrow. And I was like, what? How did you do that?
Yeah.
So it's really, really nice. And I think it's going to be really helpful for a lot of people. It's one of the few services that provides prescription medication online through a licensed provider and ships medication straight to your door. Another thing I'm very jealous of because I had to go to, when I was taking medication, I'm not now because pregnancy, but I had to go to a very specific pharmacy far away like an
hour away.
It was so frustrating. And Erik got his
and I didn't.
straight to the house. And when you're with your Cerebral mobile app, it's like you're having your personal care team wherever you are. You connect with your counselor and therapist on your own schedule through your laptop or the Cerebral mobile app. You schedule a session based on what's most convenient for you. You don't have to wait weeks to be seen. And you can do your sessions on a laptop or a phone, like I said, which is amazing. You can always find an area in your home where you're most comfortable, unless you're in this home right now where there's just kids everywhere. But I still feel like you could figure it out.
The numbers, they don't add up. There's at least...
They got a treehouse outside.
There's like 2 kids per room. It's not more.
And it's affordable, which is amazing because it can be so expensive to have therapy and get treatments. So it's affordable treatments that are 1/3 the price of traditional therapy. And treatment options are available with or without insurance. And Cerebral is in network for several insurers, and they're working every day to grow their partnerships. So even if you're out of network, they'll provide you with the necessary paperwork so you can easily submit a claim. And for listeners of this program, you can receive 65% off your first month of of medication management and care counseling at getcerebral.com/relax. Go to getcerebral.com/relax for 65% off your first month. That's just a total of $30 to get started. That's amazing. Like, what a steal.
65%. Wow.
Join Cerebral today on their mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. I think this is so awesome. So go check it out if it sounds like something that might help you. And we love it. You guys might love it too. All right. Now I'm here with Jacob Ballinger, my other nephew. I have a lot of nephews.
Yes.
There's a lot of boys in this family, huh? Mm-hmm. So I just have some quick questions for you because I want the audience to know who you are. Okay. So I asked the same questions to your brother, Parker. Okay. First question. How old are you?
11. Almost 12.
Yeah, that's true. Very close to being 12.
9 days or something.
I know. It's pretty close. And what grade are you in?
6th grade. Almost forgot my grade there.
What's your favorite color?
I like green, blue, and orange.
Those are great colors.
Yes.
What's your favorite activity or hobby?
I like to play outside or play Legos or go bowling.
Bowling?
I know, it's a new one.
Oh, I love bowling. I'm not against it. I think that's awesome. I just didn't know that about you.
That just came up to the top of my mind. I was just like, why not just put bowling in there?
Why not just add it to the list, even though I haven't been in a few years?
I haven't.
Hey, bowling's fun. I'm not hating on it. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you know?
No.
That's okay. You don't have to know. You're very young. 12. You're almost 12. I did not know what I wanted to be when I was 12. Do you have any ideas of things you might want to do?
Well, I'm trying to animate a movie, 3D animation.
Animate a movie. That's a normal thing for an 11-year-old.
Yeah. I'm learning
3D?
Yeah.
How do you do 3D?
3D animation?
Yeah.
It's like what Pixar uses and all that.
Well, yes, I know that I know that other people make 3D movies, but how do you learn how to do a 3D movie?
On this program called Blender.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Have you created any animation yet?
Something like, 2D animation, but not a movie, just like a clip.
Wow, that's very advanced. Now,
and also stop motion.
Oh, stop motion. I've seen some of your stop motion stuff. Now, I talked to Parker a little bit about this. I wonder how much you'll talk about it. But obviously, I'm here right now because your mom had a baby, right? Which is very, very exciting. And I thought it was so cool that you guys got to watch the birth last time, right? With Lukey. What was that experience like for you? Was that cool? Or was it weird? Was it different than you thought?
It was cool. It was very instant. They're like, I was just sitting down and then they're like, okay, it's time. And I'm like, what? And then the baby came out and I was like, oh, okay. So
was it like what you thought it was going to be like? Did anything surprise you? Like Parker said the placenta surprised him.
Well, not really.
You didn't surprise you at all?
I saw a head emerge and then
I saw a head emerge.
And then the rest of the body follow it.
And so it's pretty standard.
Pretty standard, yes.
Exactly what you thought it was going to be.
Yes.
So I was telling Parker that
Just kidding, it's really cool.
a lot of people have not seen a live birth. Yeah. I have not. I've been a part of a live birth, but I've never seen one in person. This is very rare. This makes you very unique.
Yeah. I'm glad I decided to come and do it because COVID happened a year after and I would have never had the experience, which was really cool.
Now, if there was...
Well, the COVID isn't cool, but...
Yeah, right, of course.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that COVID is not cool. Now, if there was not a pandemic, a panini, a COVIDatia in our midst, would you have wanted to go watch the birth of Teddy, do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought it was that cool? You'd want to go do it again?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that none of you were there because Bailey watched Duncan's birth, right? And then and then you all watched Lukey's birth. There's so many of you. It's hard to remember all of your names.
Except for Duncan. He didn't watch it.
Yeah, Duncan did not watch it. He was very little at the time. He did not watch. But this time it was so weird that no one was at the hospital with a new baby. Was that weird for you?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But we're having fun here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we did make, Sorry, they have really good bagels at the hospital. So, and then we got bagels here, and they were good too. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of a toss up. It's like it's nothing to do with the baby being born or spending time with family. It's all about the bagels.
It's all about the bagels.
And the hospital's got good bagels. You're missing out on these good bagels. So that's what that's why you're disappointed. Jacob is disappointed he's not at the hospital because they got good bagels.
No,
but we had bagels here too. So
yeah.
But are you having fun with the family here? We're having a blast. It's me and Erik, and then my parents have come during the day to hang out and help. Mm-hmm. And you guys went to the park while Erik and I started the podcast. And I still don't know what you guys did because I just tried to put Flynn down for a nap. And I said, "Did you go to the park?" And he said, "Mama, don't talk to me. I have to sleep now." So I don't know what you guys did at the park. How was that today?
It was really fun. You
guys had a picnic.
We had a picnic, and we had peanut butter and jelly and apples and strawberries.
Yum.
And blueberries.
I'm jealous.
And pretzels and string cheese and water.
Oh my gosh.
And baseball. No, not like we did baseball.
You didn't eat
it. Yeah.
You know, when you said string cheese, at first I thought you said spring cheese.
Oh yeah, we had that too. I mean,
but it made me think.
I'm just kidding.
But wouldn't that be cool if there was such a thing as spring cheese? Like it looked like a slinky, like a spring of cheese. And it was like, wouldn't that be cool? I'd be down to eat that. I'm not a big string cheese gal, but
yeah.
The ultimate question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
When you have string cheese, do you bite it? Or do you take strings off of it and eat the strings?
You gotta string it.
Thank you. This is what I'm saying. Erik takes bites of it like a maniac. I'm always like, what are you doing? It's like biting ice cream or something. Like you gotta string it.
You get the string cheese so you can string it off.
Exactly. It tastes better that way.
Yeah, it does. It's like less.
Now, okay, since we're on the same team here, Jacob, and Erik's not in the room to defend himself, I feel like...
Except he's gonna see this.
I feel like, you know, we're on the same wavelength right now. Yeah. We both agree that you string cheese, you do not bite into cheese.
Yes.
Now, I have a question that is a big debate on this podcast. We haven't talked about it in a long time, but it was a big, big debate. What do you consider the first day of the week? Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Jacob. Give me a high five.
What does Erik say? Does he say Monday?
Yes. He says it's, and you know what? Honestly, most people watching say it's Monday. Isn't that crazy? It's Sunday because if you look at a calendar, it's the first day of the week, right? Mm-hmm. And when someone says, what are the days of the week? You say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, most calendars, I bet if Erik comes out with one, it's going to have Monday.
That's true.
But other calendars, yes.
But you would say Sunday is the first day of the week, right?
Yes.
It's a new week, Sunday. And then I think it's because people go to work on Monday, go to school on Monday, so they think that's the first day. But
yeah. I mean, they do call it the weekends.
Mm-hmm. So what does that mean to you?
It means Saturday and Sunday, but...
Right. But it's the week ends, like the two ends of the week? Or do you think of it as like it ends on Sunday?
It ends on Saturday.
Right.
The week ends on Saturday.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, Jacob. I knew I liked you.
Do you like s'mores?
I do like s'mores.
I like you.
So we know that if you like s'mores... That's how Jake decides if he likes you. And also how he decides if he wants to see the live birth of one of his siblings is if there's good bagels.
That was a joke. I do. I like bagels, but I also love seeing my brothers be born.
Now, if you had to...
And bagels.
You had to rate it on a scale. Okay, so like 1 to 10, where's bagels and where is watching a newborn baby's birth?
Well, the bagels is 9 and the baby's birth is 10.
So it's very close.
No, 9.5. 9 3/4.
A bagel's a 9 3/4. So they're very close.
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay, there's a couple other questions I had for you. How would you describe, if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what 3 words would you use? It's a hard one. I can never think of good ones for me. Like if I were, do you have something?
Well, I like eating, so hungry.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And is that the only one?
Yeah, that's it.
Just hungry.
Just kidding. I'm probably nice. I don't know.
Yeah, you're very nice.
Okay,
I think
I'm
you're very
nice,
sweet.
yes. And then I
think you're the nicest ever. You're so sweet.
I only have 2 words.
Just nice and hungry.
Yes.
Now, does the nice part change if you get too hungry? Because it does for me. I get hangry.
Sometimes.
I get a little hangry if I get hungry.
Sometimes I get hangry,
Yeah.
but not
I've never
normally.
seen you hangry. I've only seen you nice. So, and then if you had to
I'm
describe
normally nicey.
nice-gry.
Nice-gry. Nigry.
No. Hung nice. Hunger nice. We're failing. We should move on. If you had to describe me in 3 words, what 3 words would you use? I'm just curious what all the kids are going to say.
Well, definitely hungry.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. True. Definitely hungry.
And nice.
So we're both the same.
Funny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Parker said, pregnant with twins.
What did he say for himself?
He said,
no twins in
I think
belly.
he said good at gymnastics or something like that.
I mean,
It's
at
true.
is my 3rd word.
At?
Yeah.
Hungry night at? Nice at?
Yeah.
Hungry nice at. Okay.
Because Parker is good and he's also at.
Gymnast. Oh, I see
And
what you're
he's
saying.
also gymnastics.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So I'm
Took me
also
a minute to
at.
do that. Okay. And then this one I know you'll have an answer to. Do you have one joke or riddle you would like to say right now? I feel like you always have a joke or
I
something.
don't really have jokes.
What?
Well, I don't. Well, okay.
I feel like you're
I guess
always
I can
telling
tell
me
you
a joke. Okay.
I guess I can tell a joke. Okay, let's see.
I'm nervous.
This one's kind of long.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
God.
So, these 2 people, a boy and a girl, were going to a dance.
Okay.
And
This already seems complicated to me.
and
Okay.
they went to the store to get their clothes, their fancy clothes.
Together they went?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they did
Okay.
together. And then, so they drove and drove, and they had terrible traffic. Just the worst.
It's the worst.
So they waited and waited and waited until finally they got to the store. There's a line to get in because it's a fancy store.
Okay.
I think is that what happens in fancy stores?
Sure. In this
Okay,
story,
in this store.
Is this
yes.
a joke or is this
Yes, just wait. Okay. And then they get in and they buy their clothes and there's this huge line for this to purchase the clothes. So they waited and they waited and they waited. Finally got the clothes for the boy.
Mm-hmm.
They did the same for the girl and same line, same everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to the the dance.
Okay.
And she just faints because she's so thirsty. She just didn't have any water, and they've been waiting for so long. And he sees a punch store, a juice store, and he runs over, and there was no punch line.
Oh my gosh. Jacob. Oh, that was a good one. I was like, where is this going? And it was going
The end.
right down the toilet.
Yeah. Right down there. Got flushed.
That was a good one. I loved it. Thank you for that great joke. And then this last one's just kind of a sweet one. Okay. I just wanted to know, in your opinion, there's no right or wrong answer. I like to know because this helps me get to know all you a little bit better. In Jacob Ballinger's opinion.
Okay.
What is the best way to show someone that you love them? What do you think?
Well,
you can pick multiple ways if you want.
make them cookies.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to show me you love me. Yeah.
Go camping.
Okay. Going
Yeah.
camping.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can go camping.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's a good way to show Erik you love him. Hugs are good.
hugs. Yeah.
Those are great. Those are good 3.
And also sitting by the fireplace outside and just talking.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, that shows love and happiness.
Yeah.
One of Parker's was crying when they leave.
Oh yeah, that definitely makes them stay for longer, and then they're like, "Oh, I feel so bad," and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry," and then they try to leave again, and you cry again. And then,
This sounds more like manipulation than love, but
well, it's when you want them to stay longer, you know,
yeah, I do know.
or you hide in your closet. No,
What? Where's this? What are you
the
talking
friend
about?
hides in the closet so that they don't leave, and then you get in trouble for doing that.
Yeah, this sounds like a personal story.
Yeah.
Does this happen to you?
No. But sometimes people, one of my friends, well, no, it would have
Is this
been,
another joke?
no, I can't remember who it was, but we hid in the closet because we didn't want to leave
Okay.
our friend's house.
I understand. Yeah, it's so fun when you're hanging out with your buddies. You don't want to, you never want it to end. But I don't know. Hiding in the
They
closet.
found me though.
Well, yes, that makes sense.
About 5 minutes, they found me.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I don't know.
thank you for being a guest.
You're welcome.
I wish I could talk to you forever. You make me laugh so much. You're so funny and you're so fun and you're so sweet. And Jake has been such a huge help.
Hey, that's 3 words.
I know.
So fun.
Helpful, sweet, so fun, funny. There was a lot.
So fun.
So fun.
That's one word. So fun.
But yeah, truly, like since Erik and I have been here, you've been so helpful cleaning and taking care of the younger ones. And Jake's just so awesome. So thank you for all your help. I wish I could talk to you forever, but it's time for me to say thank you, not to you, Jake, but to our next sponsor.
Thank you.
So now Erik's with me again, because I really wanted him to be here for this sponsor
I'm always here for you.
because I know how much you love it. All right. And I've
Tell
got
me it's Imperfect Foods.
it's Imperfect Foods.
I love those weird looking foods.
Question for you guys. What if getting your favorite groceries puts time back into your week instead of taking it away? Imperfect Foods makes it easy to get intentionally sourced groceries with a few clicks from the comfort of your own home. Can you believe it? It's amazing. Imperfect Foods is a grocery delivery service that has created an entire line of sustainable groceries like pantry staples that taste delicious. Make a difference. Embrace imperfection and get your groceries delivered weekly with Imperfect Foods. We've said this before. Erik and I feel like the foods that are imperfect and kind of funky looking, they taste better.
Yeah.
Give me a funky tomato, guys. Give me funky corn.
I'm kind of stuck. I heard you say pantry staples, and I was like, what's a pantry staple? Like a staple for your pantry.
Like a staple food for your pantry.
But now I get it. And yes, they have those.
They have different staples.
Yeah,
just
I was is there a specific kind of staple I'm supposed to be using in the pantry and for what?
Well, now I feel like there should be. But if you guys want to check it out, it's really awesome and easy. All you have to do is sign up, personalize your weekly order, and then shop online each week and get sustainable groceries that help you invest in a better food system, all delivered to your front door. Fancy that. Did you know, love?
What?
In 2019, 35% of the food supply went unsold or uneaten in the US. That's a lot.
Just because they weren't cute?
I know, what? Rude. Imperfect Foods is working to turn this around by sourcing foods that would otherwise fall through the cracks of our food system. So goodbye packaging guilt and freezer pack Tetris, which
We are not good at.
We're not good at that. With Imperfect, you don't have to sacrifice the environment for your convenience. Imperfect Foods is the first grocery delivery company that makes it easy to return your packaging to them after every order. Get into it. It's awesome. Unlike on-demand delivery companies, Imperfect delivers by neighborhood, a unique model that produces 25 to 75% fewer emissions than individual trips to the grocery store. So right now, Imperfect Foods is offering our listeners 20% off your first 4 orders when you go to imperfectfoods.com and make sure to use promo code RELAX. Again, that's 20% off your first 4 orders. That's up to an $80 value. Hello. Try it out at imperfectfoods.com. Offer code using promo code RELAX. Try Imperfect Foods now, and for a limited time, get 20% off your first 4 orders. Go to imperfectfoods.com and use RELAX to sign up.
Get those pantry staples.
Those Imperfect Foods. All right, now we're back with
What's been
Erik
happening?
Stockland. Erik doesn't know what's been going on.
I have no idea.
So I was just chatting with the kids. It was very fun. We did not get to talk to Duncan, who is 4,
Oh, disappointing.
or Luke, who is almost 2. Or
They both have wonderful things to say.
They do, but it's nap time now, so we don't get to talk to the 4-year-old, the 2-year-old, or the 1-year-old. But we did get to talk to the other kids.
What'd you guys talk about?
Well, I'll ask you the same questions I asked them. Okay. The first question And
Okay.
you can refuse to answer these too.
I was just putting Flynn to sleep for the past half hour.
Yeah, so Eric
I'm a
kind
little
of
bit-
was asleep.
I'm a little bit brain dead from a second ago. So I feel like I've been drugged. But okay.
Okay, so how old are you?
I don't know.
I don't either. Truly, I don't.
And I wouldn't believe it if you told me.
What grade are you in?
Again, I think I finished most of them. Most,
Okay.
if not all.
What's your favorite?
But it did take me like 5 years to finish college.
Yeah, I think that's normal-ish.
5 years in a summer.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think that's normalish.
Oh, I know it's not, but I was just trying to be nice.
I had a
I think
gap
that's
year.
normal. Well, it's okay to
I
like
had a
take your
gap
time.
year, you know?
That means you enjoyed your time.
Yeah, it took my time.
Build up those student loans. Who cares? He doesn't have any.
I'm finally done with those, yeah.
All right, the next one. Favorite color. I actually am curious about this because you never say.
I don't really have a favorite color.
Oh, that's
I go through phases.
true.
We're all got things like I went through like a mustard phase.
You sure did. Our whole room was like mustard. We had like a mustard comforter, mustard pillows.
Salmon.
Salmon's good.
Salmon's a good color. Like a
I
mustard.
feel like you like vintage looking colors. Like
like faded.
worn colors. Yeah.
Faded black is my favorite color.
I believe that. All right. What's your favorite activity or hobby?
To what? Well,
What do you mean to what?
like
That's a question.
to relax.
Just in general, like Eric Stockland's favorite hobbies or activities.
I would say it's like a tie between like some form of gardening or woodworking. Yeah, I would say that. And I like noodling on a guitar as well, but I feel like the green or the wood.
Okay.
Wood is maybe my favorite color.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe a nice wood grain.
I believe that.
Is that acceptable? Like walnut
Yeah, walnuts.
or
a good
redwood,
color.
cedar,
Yeah, these are all great.
teak.
Are these baby names or colors?
What have we named our two kids after?
Walnut.
Walnut and teak.
All right. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh gosh, a good dad.
You are that. You achieved your dreams. You're the
better
best dad
dad.
ever.
I don't know.
No, you're already the best there is. And then I asked the kids about this because, we're here obviously because Jessica's in labor. So, or had a baby. So
Is that going to be public knowledge by the time
It
this
better
comes
be.
out? Or is this like an exclusive?
no, it should be public knowledge.
I'm sure it'll be, right?
I hope so. Otherwise, this podcast is not going up on Wednesday. So they all have seen a birth because they watched Luke be born. So
Like in person?
Yeah, they watched Jessica give birth to Luke.
They all did?
Yeah, Parker, Bailey,
All
and Jake
9 of
did.
them were in that room?
Parker, Bailey, and Jake all watched.
Really?
So you've been there for a birth.
I have.
And what was that experience like for you? Did you
I sure
watch?
have.
You were kind of with me the whole time up at the top.
I was up.
And
I
I don't think you were down there.
I was up like holding your hand, talking you through it. But there were certain points where our doctor was like, you got to see this. Like,
Really? I don't know.
yeah, he was like, check this out. If like, this is your one chance to check this out. And I'd gotten advice from friends who had had children before that were like vehemently don't watch.
they're wrong.
And others were like, definitely watch.
Yeah, definitely watch.
There was like 2 schools of that. And I remember pretty vividly scoping out the scene down there. Not to say that it was traumatizing.
How progressed was Flynn coming out at that point when you took a peekie? Like, was he out?
You want me to describe?
Was it just like you just
I'm
see
trying
his hair?
to think of like a
his head,
metaphor
his
for like, I could see the top of his head.
Okay. That's so
Would they call
crazy.
that crowning?
If it's like you basically see the whole top of his head.
No,
it's like
it
the
was
biggest
like-
part of his head, I think, is crowning. I think. I think it's so cool and magical
It's
and
so,
amazing.
yeah, so cool and
And all
magical.
the kids really liked it too. They all talked about how cool it was.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool to hear that like as the child would think. I mean, of course, it's like it's an absolute miracle. It's like the miracle.
But it is wild.
As far as I'm concerned, like of the natural.
I've never seen one.
of the natural world. It is like the miracle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, take a look.
Okay.
But yes, I saw like
I feel
like it's like you like in your Miranda show, you'll like do a thing where you like peek through the curtain.
yeah, peek through the curtains. It was like that.
It was like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was yep.
Okay. See, Erik was very much up with me the whole time. Like you were very much just like making sure I was okay. Like you weren't really concerned about watching that happen.
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't feel like I was in the audience for the performance. I was certainly in the wings, but I was not there just to Right.
So now, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what 3 words would you use?
Teak, walnut, cedar. This is what you asked the kids?
Yeah.
What did they say?
They all said very interesting different things. What would you say for...
Like currently?
Yeah, right now. You can do right now instead of just overall Erik Stockland. How
What
about
do you
today? You would say exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one word that describes a shell of a person.
Exhausted shell person.
Exhausted shell person, I think. Is
Yeah.
And then
how would you describe me in 3 words? Like other than exhausted shell
today
person?
or of all time?
Of all time.
Oh, there's too many words. I would say, I don't know. You're like perfect to me. It's hard to pick 3 words.
For you, I would say beautiful,
I'd say
talented, animal print.
Well, that was my next question is what would you say for me? Animal print it's 2 words.
Darn it.
For you, I would say sweet, I think, or there's got to be a better word than sweet.
Yeah.
It's not the word I'm thinking
Kind of like a put down, I feel.
No, not at all. Like I feel like it's like such a wonderful quality to have in a partner, someone who's like sweet. Cause like the word I'm looking for is a word that encompasses like selfless and loving and just like tender. But that's like, these are like the bad, but there's, I know there's
describing meats.
You describe woods. I describe meats.
You're just describing like Italian cold cuts. But
you're very, you're a good caretaker. I don't know. I feel like you take really good care of me and Flynn and that's like, I can't think of 3 words. Like you're wandeful and just perfect. You're perfect for me. That's the
good episode here.
Perfect for me.
Yeah.
And then I asked everyone to describe me in 3 words.
Okay.
And
what did they say? I want to hear their answers.
Parker said, pregnant with twins, which I feel like is a really good description of me right now. Cause it's like the only thing I talk about.
Yeah. It's pretty like,
it's like kind of perfect. On. And Jacob, I think he said hungry and nice.
You are hungry and nice.
I don't remember the other ones. And Bailey said amazing role model, which I thought was very sweet.
You're hungry and nice, but you're not either of those things at the same time.
No, and that's what I said to Jake.
You can be nice or you can be hungry.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then I asked them if they had any jokes, which was very entertaining, or riddles. So do you have any jokes or riddles?
I don't have any jokes. I'm not like a joke teller.
I'm not either. When people say that, I'm like, I don't know. Like I used to say when I would tour, they'd be
have a comedy special.
Yeah. Well, they go like, what do you do? Like, because they'd see all my suitcases and I was traveling all the time with like a small little team. People were like, what do you do? And I'd be like, I'd say it was usually easiest to say comedian than to say like YouTuber, because people are like, YouTuber, what do you do?
Well, you would tour with a comedy show.
So I'd like, and they'd be like, why are you on tour? And I'd be like, I have a stand-up show. Like I'm a comedian, even though I don't think of myself as a comedian at all. Right. But it was just like a quick, easy answer. And every time they'd be like, tell me a joke. I'm like, it's not that kind of you don't want me to tell you my kind of joke. Mm-hmm. Like imagine if I was on a plane with someone, like sitting next to someone, they're like, what do you do? I'm a comedian. Tell me a joke. And I was like, hey, what you doing? Like imagine if I just like started doing Miranda.
Yeah. Like for someone who's never seen or heard of Miranda.
Yeah, it was like, it's not that kind of joke. It's not a knock joke. It's like anyway.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint. I mean,
I wouldn't have had one either. So.
You can Google a joke and I'll read it.
Yeah, there you go. We're not doing that. And then the final question I asked all of them is, what is, in your opinion, what is the best way to show someone you love them?
We're going back to love languages again.
I just wanted to see what they would say. I was like curious to know what an 8-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 13-year-old would think this is how you show love to someone. I was curious to know what they would say.
Believe in them. I would say scratch their back.
That's actually really true. I feel like that's like one of the first ways I knew that you loved me was you believed in me. And like you you were like very supportive of me and my ambitions. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Mm-hmm.
Scratch my back.
Scratch my back. Yeah.
Let me scratch my back.
Yeah. Parker said, I think Parker's answer was my favorite, which was hug them. I think was one of his, maybe.
Of course.
Tell them you love them. And cry when they leave. He said, cry when they leave. I thought that was like it made me laugh, but it was like sad and also like, oh, that is true. Like that shows you really love someone when like you're so sad when they're not around you. Oh, that was so sweet.
You ever cried when I left to go anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Big time.
Nice.
Yeah. Cry,
That's good to
tears
hear.
of happiness. I'm just kidding. No, for real, really. Like whenever we would have to leave each other, like if I had to go on tour or like every time that like an SUV car, like whatever would pick me and Corey up at the house to take me to an airport for like a long tour, bus tour.
What's the longest we've been apart? I feel like 2 weeks, something like that.
2 weeks because you were in Canada shooting a show once.
And 2 weeks
And
when I was shooting, or I guess it was longer than that. When I was in Colorado shooting a movie, I was gone for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. And then I did an Australian tour and was gone for 3 weeks too, I think. But yeah, whenever I would get in the car, I'd close the door and I would just like silently cry in the car for the first 10 minutes because I was so sad to say bye to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. Have you ever cried? No, you don't really cry. I can't imagine you crying because I left. That doesn't sound like a you thing at all.
Maybe like a single tear. Maybe I got wet. I don't know if they rolled. What?
Maybe I got wet, but it didn't roll.
Yeah, in the eyes. Yeah. I didn't roll one.
That's the title of this episode. Got wet, but didn't roll. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. I know it was a little interesting and different and weird compared to our normal ones, but like our life is kind of crazy right now because we're parenting 6 kids. We got 6 kids right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah. Eric,
I know that's pretty normal for me, but my brain right now is
Eric's shot right now.
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week.
In our studio.
We love you. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones. So you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.